with the cheesy electronic drums and the, or like Rick Astley, like never gonna give you up, never gonna give you, like taking that,
getting memed on,
and crossing it with this original ska music, and it basically turned into like and like early post punk kind of stuff as well, and stuff like 99 Red Balloons, like the German band.
No, I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah, it was like a 80s, like, how Germany was split in the 80s, and one half was owned by the Soviet Union, and the other half was owned by the U.S.
No, I didn't know that. I mean, I know they were always divided. Even
yeah, you can guess which side was the shittier side. It was obviously
they're both shitty, but obviously the Soviets.
I mean, the direct quality of life. Like one was run down and wasn't even rebuilt from the war, and the other side was completely rebuilt and was thriving.
Right.
And it wasn't the Soviet Union side.
Right. Interesting.
And so, but the really fucked up part was that Berlin itself was also split because it's the capital of Germany. It's like their Washington D.C. And so they specifically took that, which was firmly within the Soviet portion of Germany, because it's like in Eastern Germany, and that was inside the Soviet area, but the city itself was also split. So you had half of Berlin fully enclosed inside of Soviet Germany, and so the U.S. side had to fly supplies to Berlin constantly, so that they wouldn't starve to death. Because there was you couldn't drive it through, and if you went into the Soviets, it was like North Korea, where you can go into North Korea but you can't go out of North Korea. So you can go into Soviet Germany, but you can't leave Soviet Germany. So if you went to one block over, I mean, there was a wall.
Oh my god.
And with barbed wire and guards and guns, and if you tried to cross, they would just shoot you. There's barbed wire and mines and stuff. Right. There's still pieces of the wall that are still there. It's all graffitied up because the Soviet side was the armament side, and the U.S. side, it was just a wall. And so on the U.S. side, it was covered in graffiti because they weren't rounding people up and slaughtering them.
All the anarchists and the
yeah, versus on the Soviet side, if you got even close to the wall, they would shoot you. Yeah.
Oh my god! And it's kind of random, but I saw a video of so. There are Ukraine soldiers right now using STG 44s, MP40s, storming trenches with MP40s. I saw another photo of Ukraine soldier with a Maxim World War I turret.
What the hell? Who's holding on to this stuff?
And then I saw a bunch of Russians with a bunch of American Thompsons.
What the hell?
So I guess apparently
they must have been holding on to
back
them
during the Allied war during World War II. I guess we
lend them
funded
weapons.
those motherfuckers billions of weapons, and kind of like how it did with
think about
other countries, the 9/11 eras and the all in between.
Think about
but
in World War One, the Russians, they didn't even have enough guns for all of them. People are getting
capped.
Yeah.
With World War I and II weapons right now, man. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder I wonder if they like had them in a museum or something, and then they were like, "Oh, like we can use these. Like these are still good."
Soviet Russia's like, "Oh, use these tanks. We have a bunch of them from 60, 70, 80 years ago. We must not be wasteful. We must use them all, you know, or like something, man. It's crazy that, or like the fact that they have all those old American weapons, like."
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa, they have all those old, authentic German, like, how the hell do you, they have, and they still work, and they're still, like, fucking deadly as hell, like,
it's
so funny. It's
a gun.
It's crazy, like, 100 years old, like, fucking, dude, it's incredible.
Like,
this so weird what's going on.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, just bringing that up. I don't know.
No, like I mean, like, I'm like just thinking like, like what was I thinking?
I guess bringing back the glory, the glory days of the fucking war crimes. It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly,